What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this is episode 3 of P Valley Higher Ground. Now, we starting to learn a lot more about the past that Autumn Night is leaving behind, and she's starting to get into it and step on some toes of some of the girls at the club, and it ain't gonna end good for her if she keep it up. Now, before I get into it, please subscribe, help me get to 30K subs, and if you enjoyed this recap, hit that like. Let's get into it now. We see this one dude in the club, and he getting like a personal show from Mercedes, and she putting on the show. She got moves, and dude, it looked like he like falling in love. He offering her all kind of stuff, and she basically saying she don't roll like that. And then we see that actually the club was packed, but she doing so much, he feel like he in his own little world. Now we see that Autumn Night trying to get a new look, and she was with white girl Get 'em Gidget, so she helped her get a new look. She done went blonde, and she ready for her little blonde ambition. Meanwhile, we see Andre, and he been texting Haley Autumn Night, but he ain't got no response, so he just sitting there thinking about that. Meanwhile, we see Big Cliffy, and he over here talking to Autumn Night, and he telling her, hey, you need to go ahead and get that tea. Now, what you got? And then she telling him about what's going on, and he said, that ain't enough. I want you to hit him up. And so she basically sent Autumn Night on a mission now. We see Andre is talking with the old school player from the Himalayas, end up being the mayor, more like his stepdaddy. Autumn Night, she's thinking about what she need to do. She hit him up. He end up going out for breakfast. See that he married. He ain't hide it or lie, but she could tell he still like her. And so everything was going smooth till the other girls from the club came. So he ended up leaving. And so while she was sitting there eating, Mercedes, everybody all in her face. Mercedes a little salty because she thought he wasn't about nothing. Now she see he all on Autumn team, and Autumn end up leaving. Meanwhile, we see Big Cliffy, and he looking like Big Red riding in the hood. He end up talking to the member of the family was selling the stuff, the land, and so we end up getting some info because they go way back. Later, we see Mercedes' mama. She in the church practicing her sermon on the pulpit, even though it's empty. Mercedes come in like, whatever. I ain't expect to see you here, but where my money? Oh, you want your little pennies? Damn right, I want all of it. Which is petty on the mama because it was cool. Them pennies was cool when you needed them, right? And then we see that it's some type of girls twerking, bad bitch party, booties all in the air, Chuck Elisa challenge, and then we see that Mercedes is pissed. She got all the girls working out, doing extra work, talking about they can't be out there like that or whatever. One of the girls was like, well, you do it. She like, yeah, but I get paid for mine. Y'all doing it for free. Where you do that at? And so then later back at the club, we see Mississippi still hurting. We see, Drake Schwartz, a Negro. He's still trying to speak game at her, talking about when you gonna let me take care of that. You know I can handle that for you. And so she ain't trying to have dude pop. She feeling better. She talking about some in my crooked letter. Next thing you know, she need to go ahead and get some help with the baby. She ended up getting help from Autumn Night, who was reluctant at first, and then we see as soon as she get the baby, she start having flashbacks and things, and we see that she had a baby, and whatever happened with her at that natural disaster event or storm, she ended up leaving her baby behind, and so it ended up getting to her. And once she gave the baby back, first thing she do is go out and taking some shots back to back. And I guess she trying to get rid of that memory, and she like, give me another. Bartender gave her some water. She shot that. She like, that with water. She said, you better slow down, Redbone. And so now we see the club is jumping. Cliffy Pooh, he got the girls there at club hype. They doing all type of moves. I ain't got everybody looking, Autumn even in amazement, but she get jealous. She drunk. She walk up on the stage, wobbly. Next thing you know, she try to get on the pole, drop it like she hot, fell out. But Mercedes, the pro that she is, jumped on top of her and worked it so the crowd threw more money. Later, when it was over, she checked her saying, man, don't bring your drunk ass on my stage. That's my pole. You get me hurt, I'll beat your ass. She like, I ain't drunk. Clearly, she got issues. we see Lil Murder actually is a little broke and he rolling in a busted hoopty. He ended up picking up the club DJ, have him check out some of his music, trying to get his opinion so he could try to get on Big Cliffy's good side. And so he realized he needs some more different beats. Later we see Andre that came and picked up Haley, and they then went to the little mounds or whatever that this old school player and told them about when they was at the diner. And so it seemed like everything cool. She got some smarts. He telling her about the casino and the vision. And next thing you know, they starting to have they unmentionables be removed, and it looked like it was about to be some little strokey dope about to go on. The whole time she got her eye on that laptop, and so he was ready to go ahead and pull his thing out and hit, and she like, hold on. He was ready to, erect his antenna. She said, nah. Go and get a condom, and then he had next thing you know, he had a Microsoft, so he had to go on downstairs try to get some condoms. Dude played him because he got a wedding ring. And so we see later on the other side of town, Mercedes' mama, she thinking that she gonna be able to preach the sermon in the Reverend's absence. And he like, well, I don't know. I mean, we got some other things with the elders. She said, well, I can get, money out of Center's pocket. And then Fat Boy Leroy said, oh, that's where your daughter get it from. That pissed her off. And he said, look, we need to trust in our elders. Fat Boy Leroy is going to preach. Meanwhile, we see Autumn, and she's looking at all this information that she got, and she's seeing that while he was gone, that he had pictures of her. He come back ready to hit, and he see that, oh, damn, I'm busted. I was stalking, because he left the damn computer, gave it to her, talking about she want to keep it wet while he gone, and he fell for the okie doke. Now Autumn showed Big Cliffy, and he happy, but she talking about, give me my ID. He like, wait a minute, give me my ID. And yeah, he may be sweet, but he's still a man, and he had to let her know, well, I said wait. And so he had to make another call, try to get a meeting, used her phone, because he called her, and he scheduled a meeting, and then he gave her the ID and told her, you better be cool. And so we see in the back in the dressing room, the ladies all talking about this party. Mercedes see that it's her damn people at this party. So she pissed. She hopping old Yeller. She roll up to the party looking like a stallion, telling everybody they got to get out. We see she extra hard on this one girl. You see back at the paint. Now Andre then came to get some Autumn nightcap. And when he get in there, he see the blonde hair and the boots. He like, I'm sorry. And then next thing you know, we see Uncle Cliffy, oh, it's okay, baby. And now he know he didn't fail for the ogie dope. And so he basically trying to get more information about the casino. But he ain't trying to say nothing. And so he said, unless y'all building the bridge, I don't see how y'all gonna have it without the pank. And so now he's starting to realize he ain't part of the plans. Meanwhile, we see Mercedes tripping because that girl is actually her daughter, and she like, you gonna have kids at a young age. She like, well, if I do, I ain't gonna give them away like you. And so we realize Mercedes got a daughter that somebody else is raising, this other woman, and she kind of got the custody of her, and Mercedes is hurting her inside. You can tell that's bothering her. And then later at the end, we finally see Autumn made it to go pick up that damn money. 30 minutes to spare, and ended up getting 9 racks, and it looked like it all worked out for her at the end. Now it's time for some real talk. This episode was pretty good. I like that they showing the lives of these girls and what's going on. I'm wondering what kind of past Autumn is running from and what happened to her kids and that dude, because it seemed like it's really hurting her and it's causing a drinking problem and other things. Also, I kind of feel bad for Andre. They always say never trust a big butt and a smile, and she got both and he fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. He's a married man. He's been talking to his wife, all kind of stuff, and now he didn't risk the building of the casino and everything over spending time with Autumn Night. And who knows if he have kids or anything. So he took an unnecessary risk. And also, Mercedes' mama is bogus. I think that she messed up for manipulating her daughter and getting that money. And she thought she was doing it for a good cause. And now she realized that they actually don't even appreciate all she did. And that is because of her they was able to get that building fund. And Mercedes, I can see why she's trying to retire and start up her little dance studio, because she got a daughter and they all are imitating and emulating, booty shaking and stuff, and talking about you do it. And well, she talking about only comeback is I'm getting money, y'all doing it for free. So if they start getting money, is that okay? You want your daughter shaking her booty and then say, well, at least I'm getting money like you? So that's a bad example. She don't want her daughter to live that life and do those things, which is why Mercedes is really trying to retire. And so we'll see if it works, if she'll be able to make the amount of money that she used to, and what happens in the future episodes. And I'm sure Andre gonna have some hell to pay for letting too much information slide, especially because he was at the strip club. I'm sure that Daddy Warbucks ain't gonna like that at all. So we'll see what happens. And the brother that don't want to sell and want to lease, I got a feeling he gonna wake up dead. You say, how he wake up dead? Well, when he went to sleep, he was awake, but when he woke up, he was dead. That's what's gonna happen with him. So anyway, we'll see. In the end, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I really need your help. Appreciate you. And I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.